The Orlando Magic didn't just win, they dominated. In one of the most complete performances of the play-in tournament, Orlando crushed the Atlanta Hawks on their home floor. Cole Anthony played like a man possessed, Anthony Black delivered poise and precision beyond his years, and Paolo Banchero rose to the occasion as the closer. This was a beatdown built on defense, discipline, and a hunger that showed from the opening tip. If you love breakdowns like this, hit that subscribe button to Basketball Insider USA. Your support keeps us bringing you real basketball storytelling, every game, every night. From the jump, this one had playoff intensity. Atlanta came out aggressive. Trae Young intercepted an early pass from Franz Wagner and pushed the break. In classic Trae fashion, he floated a perfect lob to DeAndre Hunter, who slammed it home and brought the crowd to its feet. The Hawks were trying to establish tempo, speed, spacing, and energy. But the Magic didn't blink. Paolo Banchero got the ball on the left elbow, jab-stepped twice, then rose up for a smooth mid-range jumper over Clint Capella. Nothing but net. On the next trip down, Franz Wagner drove hard baseline and wrapped a pass to Wendell Carter Jr., who absorbed contact and laid it in with a soft touch off the glass. Then came Jonathan Isaac, doing the dirty work inside. He boxed out hard, tipped in a missed shot with his long reach, and immediately impacted the game on defense. He altered shots and rotated perfectly to shut down driving lanes. And then, Cole Anthony checked in. From the moment he hit the floor, the energy shifted. He wasted no time, splitting a trap and going coast to coast for a transition layup. Next possession, he curled around a screen, stopped on a dime at the elbow, and drilled a jumper over Bogdan Bogdanović. He was surgical, changing speeds, absorbing contact, and creating for others. Meanwhile, Anthony Black handled pressure like a veteran. With the shot clock winding down, he pulled up over Jalen Johnson from the free throw line and splashed it in. He followed that with a slick assist, driving baseline and kicking to Franz Wagner for a wide-open three. The Magic weren't just scoring, they were playing connected, smart basketball on both ends. They closed the quarter on a 14-4 run, punctuated by a Cole Anthony pull-up three that silenced the Atlanta crowd and gave Orlando a double-digit lead. Orlando's defense hit another level in the second quarter. Every Atlanta drive was met with resistance. Anthony Black slid his feet perfectly, Isaac walled off the paint, and Wendell Carter dominated the glass. The Hawks were forced into deep, contested jumpers, and the misses piled up. Cole Anthony kept attacking. He blew past Saddiq Bey with a left-to-right crossover and finished through Onyeka Okongwu at the rim. 2 possessions later, he stripped Trae Young at half-court, recovered the loose ball, and launched himself into the paint for a twisting layup that dropped with a friendly roll. Atlanta tried to counter. Bogdanović hit a three off a flare screen, and Mo Gay threw down a big dunk off a dump-off from Trae. But Orlando never let the lead slip. Franz Wagner answered with a strong take to the rim, finishing through contact with his left hand. The play of the quarter belonged to Anthony Black. Late in the shot clock, he drove hard with his right, stopped, spun back to his left, and dropped in a high-arcing floater over Capella. On the very next possession, he spotted up in the corner and drained a three off a kickout from Banchero. Orlando's ball movement was crisp, and every player trusted the next man to make the right play. The Magic went into halftime leading 63-47, outscoring Atlanta in paint points, second chance points, and fast break buckets. The Hawks came out of the break looking to swing momentum. Mo Gay scored quickly with a two-handed flush after a backdoor feed from Trae Young. Then Trae used a high screen, got downhill, and tossed in a tough floater to cut the lead to 12. But Cole Anthony slammed the door right back in their faces. He isolated at the top, drove hard to his right, pulled up just inside the arc, and nailed a jumper over Saddiq Bey. Then, with the shot clock low, he took a handoff, stepped back from the top of the key, and buried a cold-blooded three-pointer. He stared down the Hawks bench as he jogged back. Anthony Black added to the onslaught with 2 brilliant passes, one a no-look dime to Carter under the rim, the other a bounce pass in traffic to Isaac for a dunk. Banchero started taking over too. He attacked closeouts, drew fouls, and calmly knocked down both free throws each trip. Atlanta looked out of sync. Trae Young forced contested threes, Capella got into foul trouble, and their defense fell apart. Orlando moved the ball with precision, swinging it from side to side until they found the open man. Isaac blocked 2 shots in a span of 30 seconds, and the Magic pushed the lead to 21 late in the quarter. Cole Anthony, now sitting on 26 points, hit one more dagger from the right wing, a deep three off a Carter screen. He let out a primal scream as the crowd fell silent. The final quarter was all about execution, and Orlando delivered. Cole Anthony opened with a high pick and roll, split the double, and dropped in a high-arcing layup with his offhand. That was his 28th point. Then he followed it with a transition slam after Anthony Black intercepted a lazy pass and led the break. Franz Wagner kept the ball moving, and Banchero picked his spots perfectly. He worked out of the high post, jabbed, spun baseline, and floated a shot over Okongwu for two. Then came the dagger. Paolo drove from the top, absorbed a bump from Bay, and banked in a tough finish through contact. He flexed, pointed to the bench, and shouted, "Let's go." Trae Young, visibly frustrated, got into an argument with the officials and was ejected after a second technical foul. The Hawks' composure unraveled. Jonathan Isaac and Wendell Carter continued owning the paint, swatting shots and dominating the glass. Cole Anthony hit the 30-point mark on a final transition bucket, and the entire Orlando bench rose to their feet. As the final buzzer sounded, the scoreboard told the story: Orlando 120, Atlanta 95. This was a statement. Cole Anthony was sensational with 30 points and relentless energy. Anthony Black showed poise and IQ far beyond his rookie status. Paolo Banchero played with the presence of a seasoned star. In the Magic defense, absolutely suffocating, Orlando moves on with confidence and momentum, looking like a team no one wants to see in a series. Be sure to subscribe to Basketball Insider USA and turn on notifications. We're bringing you every game with this level of depth. Your support means everything.